Welcome again to the program. This is the AM News. Let's get into the details. Organized labor, led by the Trades Union Congress, will today go into a make-or-break meeting to take a crucial decision on the intended October 10th strike. TUC declared the indefinite nationwide action after expiration of a one-month ultimatum to government to take immediate action to stop illegal mining. After a meeting with the president on Thursday, organized labor is meeting today over the president's request for more time to take a decision on the matter. My colleague James Aveji has a wrap of events in the past week and what to expect.
Labour early last month waded into the call for government immediate action to stop illegal mining after the expiration of a one-month ultimatum for government to, among other things, declare state of emergency on all mining activities and immediate repeal of LI 2462, which allows for mining in forest reserves. TUC declared an indefinite strike from October 10 to drum home their demands.
Organized labor has decided to declare a nationwide strike with effect from October 10th, 2024.
The strike has been widely supported by various labor unions.
Come on the 10th, all GPRs nationwide will lay down our tools. Nobody will work.
On the 10th of this very October, no vehicle is moving. We will sit down and demonstrate. We will not let any trotro or long-distance vehicle move in the country.
There was shock for many, including leadership of some labor unions, when news broke on Thursday that there was a meeting between the president and a section of leadership of organized labor to negotiate their demands. Angel Kabonu is NAGRAD president.
I'm yet to find out from the leadership of the three platforms whether there was a meeting and whether they attended. I am not aware. I am hearing for the first time that there was any meeting of any sort. I don't think I'm hearing right. I have to find out.
But Deputy Secretary General of the Ghana Federation of Labour, Kenneth Kumson, says the president only pleaded for more time.
Surprisingly, I was expecting the president, as usual, to speak authoritatively but to be honest with you, the president actually pleaded with organized labor that strike at this time, for him, he believes will not augur well for this country. That for us is not the issue. Our issue is that the water bodies being destroyed means a lot to all Ghanaians.
As organized labor meets to deliberate over the president's request, UTAG is resolved that no compromise will be reached.
We'll go into this meeting on Monday with those marching orders that have been given to us by our members. We're not going to negotiate on that.
In the face of public uncertainty over whether labor will carry out their threat, Vice Chairman of TUC, Chunibu Akodia, is reaffirming that the strike will come on. He spoke on Newsfile.
Nothing has changed from the last publication we made. We have affirmed that we are meeting on Monday to consider what the president's response would be. But I can assure you that our strike is on course. We have started engaging our employers to let them know that come on the 13th, we are not coming to work.
Fingers are crossed as all eyes are on organized labor for their final decision by close of day. James Aveji's report for Joy News.
Meanwhile, President Akufo Addo has broken his silence over the arrest of some members of the Democracy Hub demonstrators following their protests against illegal mining in Ghana. This response comes amid mounting public pressure on him and his government to release those detained for unlawful assembly and disrupting public order. 53 of the protesters, part of the Stop Galamsey Protestors or movement, have been remanded for 2 weeks in prison and police custody for their actions. And in an interview with France 24, the president spoke on the matter for the very first time, clarifying that he is not responsible for the arrest and prosecution of such activists.
Are you concerned about protest movements? We've seen a lot of protests. Some activists were arrested, put in jail. The opposition is saying you're trying to stifle dissent.
I'm not responsible for jailing people in Ghana. The courts in Ghana are independent institutions, and they have been all through this period of the Fourth Republic. People misconduct themselves and they're brought before court. It's for the court to deal with them. That's not a matter.
It has nothing to do about politics.
It has nothing to do with the executive. And their behavior is what lands them in problem with the police and with the courts. It's not the protests. How can the president, who himself, his political career was aided by leading protests, have problems with protests? I don't have problems with protests, and nothing is done in Ghana to prevent people from airing their views on anything.
Still on the issue of Galamsey, elsewhere, Works and Housing Minister and MP for Ofuasi Ayerebi, Kojo Oponkroma, says under no circumstance will chiefs and constituents in that area trade via water bodies for gold in order to protect electoral fortunes. Speaking during his campaign in Ofuasi Ayerebi in the Eastern region, he emphasized that his constituency will not tolerate illegal mining activities while committing to safeguarding the environment.
The people say, "Owa etu egudia wo nsuo so no, ye nyai wo." Esan say ka kire wo say, "Omu nyai a omu ntu aba e ma wo."
Some suggest we turn a blind eye to mining in water bodies to avoid losing vote. Let me be clear. If any MP has chosen to permit mining in water bodies in their constituency, it will not be tolerated here in Ofuasi Ayerebi. We will not allow the destruction of our water bodies for gold. If someone is afraid to fight against illegal mining, that's their choice. But we won't accept it here. For those who want to mine responsibly, the government will provide the necessary structures and support. As for the upcoming December 7th elections, I urge you all to vote number 1 on the ballot. Dr. Baumia.
The president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, Akufo Addo, has called on traditional leaders to take active roles in the socio-economic development of their communities. He emphasized that the role of chiefs has evolved from the past, and the modern chiefs are now expected to partner with institutions and development-focused organizations to drive progress in their areas. Therefore, Akufo Addo made these remarks during a ceremony where medical equipment valued at $70,000 was donated to Breman Esikuma Hospital. There's more in this report.
The president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, Akufo Addo, highlighted the need for traditional authorities to be proactive in ensuring that their communities benefit from such initiatives and collaborations. He says the traditional leaders should be used as channels for the development of their areas.
We were blessed to have this donation from Lancaster General Hospital, and today we are privileged to be used as instruments or channel to bring these items to Our Lady of Grace Hospital in Breman Esikuma, so that it will improve health delivery for the community, for the people. Well, on top of my head, I would say these items may amount to about $70,000, but then we didn't pay for it. We had to work hard to get it, and we are working hard to get even more equipment to donate more before the end of the year. Being the president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs, my focus will go beyond Breman Esikuma. Next week, I'm going to donate items to hospitals in Cape Coast through the Regional Director of Health. And before the end of the year, we are going to make further donations to help with delivery.
Medical Director of Our Lady of Grace Hospital at Breman Esikuma, Francis Bentel, thanked the president of the Central Regional House of Chiefs. He promised that the equipment would be put to good use to manage the healthcare needs of the people.
We pledge that we are really going to put these items to use for the benefit of the patients who will come and visit this facility. she promised of sending dialysis machine, which I'm on the coming. We have the capacity or the qualified doctors to handle that machine. So if by God's grace that machine also comes in, then this district will be the first district to be doing kidney dialysis for the patients with the kidney failure. So on behalf of the management, we once again thank Odette for the team in US and his chiefs for the big favor that he has done this facility this morning. It will go a long way to serve his people. Yes, we are seeing some beds, microscopes, autoclaves, screens. It's really going to enhance the quality of care that we give here. If you go to the emergency right now, the place is so much congested. People will come, no bed. They'll be sitting in the chairs for rehydration and all those things. So these beds are going to be sent right away to the emergency to help our people who need emergency care.
The donation, according to the management of the hospital, will help relieve them of some of the challenges the hospital is grappling with. Abdullah Osman's report read to you.
The government's major initiative to restore productivity on moribund farms across the country, with a special focus on cocoa farms, is yielding positive impacts. That's according to the Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Ophelia Mensah-Hayford. Speaking during a recent assessment of the project's progress, Ophelia Hayford emphasized government's commitment to providing farmers with seedling and funding to support the replanting process and enhance their capacity to sustain their farms. There's more in this report.
The Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, Ophelia Mensah-Hayford, with her team, has been assessing the impact of the restoration project. She noted that the bigger picture is to boost the production of crops in the moribund farms.
We are here on the restoration aspect of this project, and that has to do with government assisting some of our farmers to do replanting on moribund farms. When we say moribund farms, these are farms that are not yielding any results, and especially it has effect on cocoa farms. So the government is helping our farmers to replant, and not just replant, build their capacity as well, and then also fund whatever activities they are going to do in these farms, and also give them the seedlings to replant the farm. And so we are here to assess the impact that this project has on the people, the community, and Ghana as a country. You know, globally we are battling with climate issues. And I think some of these things will help us to sustain the environment and then to curb the climate issues. And you can attest to the testimonies that are coming up. The farmers are so excited and are calling on the government to extend his frontiers to come out and assist many of the beneficiaries, those who are yet to benefit, to come out and then assist them as well.
The focal person for agricultural activities within the project, Kingsley Amuakun, highlighted the broader impact since the project's inception.
The approach is bottom up. The project doesn't decide what farmers should do. The farmers decide what crops they want to plant, and the project supports them. The focus is to restore the landscape, the agricultural lands, to make it productive again. So we are promoting technologies that will bring productivity on the farmers' fields. We are talking about 25,000 hectares for now, but we are still continuing.
No, in terms of
agricultural landscape, it's 25,000. But the forest lands and then the wildlife protected areas, I think so if we put all of it together, we are close to a little over 1 million hectares.
Coordinator for the Ghana Landscape Project, Isaac Aqua, shed more light on the project.
We have MOFA as the agricultural sector. We have forestry, that's the forestry wildlife for the forest sector, and then our biological corridors and our national parks. And then we have Cocoa Board, dealing with cocoa. We all know the importance of cocoa to Ghana. And we have EPA, coordinating the activities and dealing with riparian vegetation. And we have other institutions like Water Resources Commission, and then Land Use and Spatial Development.
The restoration project is part of government effort to address key challenges in the agricultural sector, improving productivity and providing sustainable livelihoods for farmers. Abdallah Osman's report read to you.
President of the Upper West Regional House of Chiefs, Na Paule Kabo III, has expressed concern over the refusal of chiefs in the Laura traditional area to attend council meetings. The practice, according to Na Paule Kabo III, who also doubles as the Vice President of the National House of Chiefs, impedes council's effective discharge of its statutory functions under the Chieftaincy Act. He warned that henceforth, any sub or divisional chief who absents himself from council meetings and asks their regents to represent them at these meetings without any tangible reason will be turned away. Na Paule Kabo gave a warning at the coronation of Na Wuling Yi Wale II as chief of Tanchara, from where our Upper West Regional correspondent Rafiq Salam reports.
Following the death of Na Dipalo Neber II in 2003, Tanchara, located in the Laura municipality of the Upper West region, has been without a chief. The over 2 decades absence of a chief for the area, according to residents, has stalled the development of the area. I am so excited. If I joke, I will turn into a mad person. We have been without a chief for God knows when. But today, we are thanking him for giving us one. She said, amid the relation from her colleagues. When the kingmakers of the area settled on 72-year-old businessman Na Nalunkunyi Wale II, known in private life as Robert Bokuru, to be the divisional chief of the Tanchara area. He is married with a wife and 5 children. Sea of people from the community and beyond, including paramount, divisional and sub-chiefs, Muslim clerics, friends, and persons they share blood ties with, were present to grace the occasion. Notable among them were the people of Watagariri, who they share ancestral ties with. Mwazo Muhammad Akram hails from Wazongo, but has his maternal roots from Tanchara, and you two fell light on the relationship between the Tanchara people and that of Watagariri and Limayiri.
Well, the first Tagaroho that came from Mali, migrated from Mali, came down here and settled. Before he moved to Jirapa, before he then moved to Naha and to Dinonso, to Kadoli, and finally settled at Watagariri. That is how it is. It has a lot of history. So when you say Tagarahe, this is their ancestral home, where they come from. So if they are from this place, automatically it has a historical impact on all Tagarahe and Limahe as a whole.
President of the
Now, sales boomed, exciting discounts reigned with huge deals struck at the 2024 Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair in Kumasi. The biggest housing fair in the Ashanti region ended with both patrons and exhibitors calling for an extension of the housing fair. But organizers of the event are promising to host more mini clinics at different locations within Greater Kumasi Metropolis ahead of the main fair in the coming year. Emmanuel Bright Kweku brings us a wrap of the unprecedented 4-day event which happened at Kumasi City Mall.
It has been 4 days of exciting discounts, huge deals for many of the patrons who trooped here to the Kumasi City Mall for the Republic Bank Love FM Habitat Fair. Here has been the one-stop shop for everybody that needs a home.
We've had a lot of interaction. I think the education has gone down well. The people of Ashanti region are beginning to accept the mortgage financing bit, and I believe that the Habitat Fair has done as a good. I mean, if you look at even the vendors, the turnout, this year we've had quite a high number of vendors.
If you don't window shop, you actually won't know what is in the market. And so this is a fine opportunity for them to come and do window shopping, plan, so that one day when you hit the jackpot, you immediately know where to go and how to spend your money.
I also thank you people. When you come here, we have met a lot of our clients here. They have visited us here. I think just today we have met our super local more than 4. So we raise every day. Every year we continue to do it. Yeah.
Some people are calling for 2 times in a year for the habitat.
Yes. And also I please to you, like you can extend like December. Yeah, because this one every time we rain disturbance. Yeah.
So you want December, eh?
December, like it's really December for you.
Them are saying their discounts are like now. So if hopefully you come later, just maybe it might not still exist. But I'm sure that now that you have the contacts and you have the options, I think you can play around. And now that I think one of them mentioned that, listen, they've extended, the discount. So I think it is something that we can follow up on.
It was this afternoon I saw it on TV, and I decided to come over here. Okay. I mean, I didn't know there was a program like this going on here. But if it could be extended, probably to about some 4 or 5 days, that would be okay. Or probably you have it, twice a year. That will be okay.
So for the many patrons who are requesting for an extension of the Habitat Fair, this is an assurance from the organizers of the Habitat Fair.
We'll have a series of mini fairs next year that will lead into the final one. So even if we do the final one 4 days, what is going to happen is that because we are going to do the mini ones, it will help both the patrons and the exhibitors to showcase their products, as also to market to the target audience that they are looking for, the target consumers they are looking for.
So next year we are having a mini clinic. That's the assurance.
Next year, I can assure you, we'll have at least 2 mini clinics outside Kumasi. We'll have 2 mini clinics outside Kumasi. We'll have a public lecture before the main event.
We thank the people of Kumasi for their support right from day one, even when it's raining. They were coming. You saw them. They were coming. I mean, we appreciate it so much. And we thank our partners, Republic Bank, our partners, our sponsors, all the stakeholders involved.
Well, so it has been raining discounts here at the Kumasi City Mall. But if you did miss the opportunity to join us here, well, do not worry, because next year promises to be bigger and better, because the organizers are promising more mini fairs across the greater Kumasi metropolis. From here at the Kumasi City Mall, my name is Emmanuel Bright-Kweku.
The church is gradually moving from the known ways of crusading and evangelizing to win souls for Christ to a more diversified approach. As part of soul-winning strategies, Ascension Trust UK is partnering with TACGH, GPCC, and other religious bodies to offer health screening for about 8,000 people in Accra. Here's more.
The church is gradually moving from the known ways of crusading and evangelism to win souls for Christ to a more diversified approach. One of such strategies is offering medical care to people as part of community outreaches. Ascension Trust UK, in partnership with the Apostolic Church Ghana, is therefore offering free medical care for people within Ashalibuche, Fadama, Dodowa, and other communities. Dr. Chichi Ekato is the Vice Chair of the Ascension Trust UK and a physician. She took the news team through the types of screening they've given to people.
Able to support people and screen for conditions such as hypertension, typhoid, malaria, infections, STIs. We've also provided physiotherapy support and access to allied health professionals that many of these young ladies would absolutely have no opportunity to access. It has been absolutely phenomenal that they can walk away with medication to treat simple things like anemia, to treat simple things like gastritis, to treat simple things like skin infections. It sounds simple to us, but to them who were so disadvantaged and vulnerable, it has meant so much to them. And just to see their faces light up, it has meant the absolute world to us.
Pastor William Enineje is the programs coordinator for the Apostolic Church Ghana, and he indicated that the target is to reach about 8,000 people and offer free healthcare.
Our mandate is to win souls for Christ. That is our mandate. And it's also embedded in our mandate to seek the welfare of our own people and to make a mark in the community. So when we sum up both here, Fadama and Dodowa, we are targeting about 8,000 people.
Some beneficiaries who couldn't hide their joy spoke to the news team.
I am no go. Yeah, I celebrate you and I am no go. Sabote all time. I am no go. I feel Ghana career. I'm here follow. My doctor who follow la miska. And no one damn fancy. Nanyumbo, I draw me fan.
And then me ba no me hu say nipa bebre ewo ekuro no mu no aba. Omo ani agye a omo ehwe omo apomudin ebeboa pa.
Coming up next is Business Update with Benjamin Akako.
Welcome to our business updates for the morning. In our first story, coordinator for the Ghana Report Jobs and Entrepreneurship Fair, Adib Sani, has stressed the need for a concerted effort to curb unemployment in Ghana. According to him, there is the need for an increased investment in STEM education for sustainability. He spoke to Joy Business at a STEM Novation initiative organized by the Ghana Report Jobs and Entrepreneurship Fair for senior high school students.
Part of the job fair, which has different components, you get a job either with the security services or other public sector organizations or even private entities. There are also skills training where people are trained in various skills, from soap making to local drinks making, CCTV installation, solar system installation. We have makeup artist training and we have dressmaking as well. Then we have the STEM, where we've brought together second cycle and tertiary institutions. You know, people have novel ideas that they have actioned, but it's gathering dust because nobody has sponsored it. That is why we have decided that we call on these students with these innovations to come together. So we take a look at what they have to offer, and possibly there would be a 3-tier funding.
And that's how we cap off our business updates for the morning. Handing over back to Sweetie Abochi.
Thank you, Benjamin. Folks, that ends the AM News Bulletin on the AM Show. You want to stay with us because the conversations, as usual, start now with the news review segment. Nanaya Achepim Jantua, former General Secretary of the CPP, as well as lawyer Enoch Afuakwa from the NDC Communications team are joining us to review the news stories captured in the papers. We're back on your screens in a bit.